I want to say that the Elon Musk and John Trent at Bounding into Comics are two beautiful, beautiful shitlords who don't get the credit for being shitlords that they very much deserve. I love both those guys. So let me try to get her voice. Let me try to get her voice down. Hi, former HRC press secretary here. Most of that score is based on 1, policies protecting against discrimination, such as respecting pronouns, and 2, maintaining an inclusive culture, such as respecting pronouns. Points can also be deducted for things like this tweet. Not sure what made you wake up today and think, you know what, I'll shit on people's pronouns. But that's kind of the opposite of LGBTQ inclusivity. Thank goodness you apparently have HR personnel. Yeah, I'm sure. God, what is it? What does their HR personnel look like? A Nurse Cratchit from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. In place, who know what they're doing. You should ask them to brief you. You dumb bitch. He started the company. He's a genius. He put a car in space. You're just a purse puppy nobody. When you can put a car in space, get back to us. What does Elon Musk think about pronouns when you put he, him in your bio? Well, I don't put he, him in my bio. I put she, her in my bio. Use my pronouns, you bigot, or I'll get you kicked off Twitter. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Here's the thing. Pronouns. You respect people's pronouns? Of course, because I'm nice. I respect people's pronouns because I'm nice. I wear a mask because I'm nice. The vector, I don't know what words I can say, is 0.1 micron. 1/10 of a micron. That's pretty small. You know the pore size in this cheap polyester masks we wear? It's larger than 1/10 of a micron. So you work out the equation beyond that. Kind of picture something in your mind of taking marbles and throwing them at a chain link fence. It would take quite a few chain link fences piled on top of each other to stop those marbles from getting through. Anyway, okay, inclusive billionaire. They don't like him for a few things he said. Mainly, it's not so much what he's actively done, it's what he's passively done. But he's just not a far leftist whack job. And believe it or not, there are people on the left who are legitimate leftists, but the left is kind of leaving them behind, and they also don't like being told what to do. And it's a situation where if you're on the left in everything, but you go, you know what? I gotta be pro-life. I just can't support that. But you know, everything else. Oh, ooh, yeah, that's a problem for us. What do you mean? I'm with you on everything else. All the other policies, lockstep. Just I got to be pro-life. It's just a decision I made. I can't do later in life. I can't do anything about it. No, you did to us. And whatever example it is, if you're not in lockstep with them, or if you think some of the things they do are a little silly, like the pink hats, the pink cat hats. If you know you're on the left and you're at a march with them and you say, you know, those hats are kind of fruity. All of a sudden it's like the needle on the record scratch a little bit. They look at you a little bit like, what? You're not 100% on board? Like, yeah, I'm gay, I'm trans, I'm non-binary, I'm all this. I just think the hats are kind of stupid. I mean, it's just silly. It's childish. It's like vagina, cat, pink. It's immature. It's like something a 12-year-old going through puberty would find fascinating. But like all these women are, like, you're 40. You know what your lady bits look like. Yes, we get it. Cats. Pink. Yes, enough. Okay, 2 points here. Elon Musk is a little bit of a shitlord. He's having fun at these tight-ass liberals' expense, which is a beautiful thing. Yes, you should make fun of this silliness. You can simultaneously make fun of the left while also using pronouns and wearing a mask and all this kind of thing. And also, those two things are not mutually exclusive. It's like, you think these things are silly, but you can do them just to be nice, but you also don't want to be told. They go, oh, you got to respect people's choice to choose pronouns. Yeah, all right, well, what if my pronouns were N slur, F slur? Would you respect those? No, because you shouldn't respect those. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to use a slurs like that. as someone's pronouns. It's nonsense. We all know it's nonsense. You're just trying to be a jerk to try to like get them in a catch-22 situation. Well, yes, as you shouldn't do that. You also shouldn't force someone to do something to affirmatively partake in an act that you're not asking someone to refrain from an act. You're asking someone to affirmatively be positive with an act that they might disagree with on a philosophical or religious or moral ethic level. You're asking them to lie. You're also asking them to affirm what they feel is a mental illness, and to what the DSM used to think also say was a mental illness. So you can ask people to not call you something, but to ask people to lie is, I can't get behind that. And there's a lot of people on the left who can't get behind that. Like, they still agree, oh yeah, I'm going to call you whatever, I'll call you whatever. But you wouldn't call me N slur, F slur, would you? No, because it's ridiculous. Guess what? The whole thing's ridiculous. It's all ridiculous. You are what you are. I've got, my friends have trans friends. I've got a black friend. My friends and trans people. Of course, if someone's making an effort to look like a woman, you're going to obviously not make an issue about it. It's not a big deal. But that doesn't mean that you should compel someone to do that. And that's the problem of a workplace environment is, yeah, you're compelled to do it. If you don't do it, you're going to go to HR and there's going to be a problem. It's like, well, what's the company policy? The company policy is you got to call this guy. It's like, he's 6'1", he's 265 pounds. You got to call him a her, or else you get fired. Otherwise, that's just the way it works. It's like, well, that doesn't seem fair. It seems like it just doesn't seem like a. I mean, you're taking a policy position of left versus right, and that's why that's what social media does too. Twitter does that too. And Tim Pool, credit is due, got on that Joe Rogan live stream and kind of put the question to Dorsey. I said, it's a left versus right issue. And Dorsey just danced around the question, and he wouldn't respond to it, because what's he going to say? It's like, yeah, it is a left versus right issue, and the left controls the media, left controls social media. My point is that, so Elon he's joking around about this issues about pronouns, but he's not disparaging anyone, and his company policy hasn't changed, and his company policy. God damn it. So Musk didn't do anything wrong, but you're trying to destroy $1 billion company, or at least affect them and pressure them, and you're trying to pressure other people, other companies, into not speaking out against wrong thing. He's allowed to have his personal opinions, even though he's a leader of this company. That's fine. What you're doing is dirty and underhanded. It's reasonable minds may disagree on issues. You just may never be able to come to a resolution on some issues. There's always an issue like this is no pun intended. It's a binary. Either you believe in these things or you don't. You believe that you should be compelled to speak, and that's a weird thing philosophically speaking. That you should compel someone to do a positive act. Like, I can ask you to refrain from calling me an N slur, F slur, but to say I need to compel you to call me that, most people would say, okay, yeah, compelled speech is not the same as asking someone to refrain from something. Anyway, she's trying to pressure Musk, and Musk has got his balls as big as church bells. So they literally say the company scored 100 on the Human Rights Campaign's yearly report for LGBT stuff. So then why is this even an issue? He made one harmless tweet, or a couple of harmless tweets, but his company is a dream to work for if you're LGBT. So he got 100. He got 100. The company got 100 score. What do you want? He can't get a higher score than that. You want to keep him from speaking out. You want to keep a public figure from being anything other, and I don't know, I don't think he's some far right-wing guy. He's just not a left-wing guy. And you want to keep him back on the plantation. These people are kind of dirty. Did I want to show the company's diversity, equity, and inclusion impact report? Maybe the company shouldn't have those. Maybe companies shouldn't have those. Call me crazy. Anyway, this lady seems like a total cunt. And Elon Musk. Every one of my neighbors has got a Tesla. It's like everyone's got these $100,000 Teslas, but it's a weird neighborhood because they're right next door to like $16,000 Toyota Corollas or whatnot, and there's like an $80,000 Tesla or a $120,000 Maserati or some shit. It is a weird place. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, guys. It's very difficult to make YouTube videos nowadays. And one last plea: get on DLive, get BitSlide from the App Store, sign into BitSlide. It's a Bitchute like front engine, like a template or something. It works very well. Get on DLive. There's more live streams on DLive than there are on YouTube right now. And it's going to get even better for DLive and worse for YouTube because the censorship is getting so strict. I was on DLive last night on one tab. There was live streams all night. I had YouTube glancing at it on another tab. There were no live streams. No CG live streams, nothing I was into. And I'm into like a pretty broad selection. There was nothing live. DLive was where it's at. It's where it's at right now. At least download it. Search for some of your favorite people. They're on there. And it's a big platform. It's growing. So check it out. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, guys. I'll see you on the next episode.